All right, so this is our first episode of Who's on the Phone. And today our guest is.
Tamica.
Okay, so we're going to start with some bold, revealing, and a little risky questions. Okay, so have you ever ghosted someone and why?
Yes, I have, and just not interested.
Why wasn't you interested?
Part of me was a little bit childish, and mm, I just really wasn't interested. The person that I'm thinking of, just I really was not interested. No matter what he would have said or did, I just wasn't interested. So
Like
I just sort
physically,
of
you weren't attracted to him, or like.
physically or mentally, I just basically just sort of disappeared, and still to this day, like what happened? I don't even know what to say.
So why did you even entertain him in the first place if you was just gonna ghost him?
Just knew him for a while and thought, maybe, hey, but nope, nah, I see why nobody else wanted to be with him.
Ooh,
It was weird. I mean,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. This wasn't interesting. The whole vibe was off.
Oh, okay. All right. So what's your biggest turn on that would surprise people? Yeah.
Cleanliness.
Cleanliness? Okay, I get that because I really do like clean people. If you dirty, get
Yes,
the hell
all
away from
around
me.
clean. From your body being clean to your space being clean. Cleanliness turns me
Okay. Okay.
on.
What's the most toxic trait you've ignored in someone because you like them?
Ooh. Um,
I feel like
what's
this is
I
about to
would
be
say?
funny. That ooh
um,
was telling.
craziness. They
Oh
got a little
my
crazy,
gosh. Okay,
got a
what
little
type of
crazy.
crazy though?
Aggressive.
Aggressive? Like
Yeah,
to the
being
point they
being
hitting
being
you?
aggressive, and I see it, and knowing that's not something I want to deal with, and have still dealt with it. Yes, I have regretted that, in the long run, but definitely somebody being aggressive
Okay.
and a little lazy.
Wait a minute. That's contradicting. How you gonna like a cleanly person and a lazy person at the same time?
I did. Being clean and lazy. I'm talking about like work ethic. Why? Some people don't
Oh.
have that work ethic, and they'll keep their house clean and take a shower every day, but they just ain't got that motivation to go get it.
Oh, okay. Okay. So what's the wildest DM you've ever received or sent? And I want to know
The
both.
wild, you said the wildest DM.
You've ever got, yeah.
Penises.
Why did I knew you was gonna say that? I feel like every female has been sent a dick pic,
Yeah, I know.
unsolicited.
I just had to start calling people out. That's when it stopped for me. I keep telling them, you keep sitting, I'm gonna call you out. And I have posted a couple people on my page a couple times. Of course, I bleeped out their names and everything, but I did let them know that if they didn't stop, the name will not be censored next time. So it stopped. But yeah, the dick pics and the how do I say it? The fake I love yous and I miss yous and I want to be with you and you're my dream person. That shit makes my skin crawl.
From people you don't know?
I mean, sometimes people, I've been watching you for a while. Yeah, that kind of shit. And then the other people is, I've been knowing you for a long time, and I should have when I had the chance. That bullshit. So them DMs and dick pics is the two that, yeah, are
Okay.
very unwanted.
Okay,
The
so what's the wildest DM you've ever sent?
widest DM I ever sent.
Hmm.
Um, I really don't send too many back. That's the whole thing. If I ain't gonna DM too much stuff, if that's the case, we gonna have each other's personal phone numbers.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because I wouldn't want nobody to be able to
Yeah, that's why I'm like, wait a
share.
minute. I'm like, no, if we're gonna get that personal, you gonna have to have my number or something because everybody don't even get that from me anyway. But Yeah, no, I get the DMs. I don't really send
Okay, period. Okay, so if your ex was listening to this right now, what would you say to them?
them. Oh Lord, which one?
Whichever one you was thinking about when I asked.
um, and no ma'am, with cucumbers.
Cucumber? Okay, and that is the safety word, so we'll be continuing to the next question. What's something petty you did that you still don't regret?
Something petty that I did that I don't regret.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. I had a lot of petty days. But
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie though, I do regret a lot of things that I did. So I'm having a hard time thinking of something that I didn't regret doing, and I know it was petty and probably uncalled for. But God is working on me though.
Okay.
And I'm being serious. Like I don't know how to answer that one.
Okay. What's the most impulsive decision you've ever made?
To buy a house in the middle of nowhere
Ooh. Okay. And why did you do that?
because it was an impulse move. No, I thought that it was gonna be a better situation, and like I needed to make some changes and make some moves, and impulsively move there, and it sort of made things worse. But
Hmm.
it also taught me a lot of things too. But yeah, that was very impulsive.
What would you say that it taught you?
I'm sorry.
What
What
would
you
you
say?
say it taught you?
To not be impulsive. I'm
Okay.
dead serious. To not just make hasty moves. I almost just did it again. To be honest, I had to sit and think a lot of things through and not be so impulsive because that is one of the worst things I can do, at least for me.
Okay.
I have kids, so I got to be careful with what I'm doing.
Yeah. Yeah. Gotta think about the kiddos.
You better be glad you're recording this.
What's a red flag you ignored that came back to bite you?
Aggressiveness again.
Okay, so
Shit.
what kind of aggression are we talking about?
Um, tone wise,
Oh, like yelling at you?
yeah, talking crazy, which
You?
in turn make me talk crazy, and that's why I know that's a red flag I need to not overlook
Mm, okay.
because it definitely takes me out of character. But yeah, just yeah, the other stuff I'd rather not.
Okay. If you could swap lives with someone for a day, who would it be and why?
Anyone?
Yeah.
Um, shit, I don't idolize nobody, so.
You wouldn't want to swap lives with anyone?
Oh, I mean, I'm trying to think. I'm just like I don't really idolize nobody. Really want to swap lives with them. I guess. Everybody got their faults, so like parts of them I wouldn't want, but other parts I would. Definitely have to be somebody that would be a millionaire.
Okay. And just because they were a billionaire?
Yeah, just to experience what it's like to just be carefree and not have to think about expenses on anything. Just be,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
could pay for a nanny for a day. And just be.
I would like to be financially free too.
Yeah,
No lie.
that's really that's it. Because other than that,
Okay. What is your guilty pleasure that you'll never give up?
crafting.
Crafting. How is that a
Yes,
guilty pleasure?
I'm sorry.
How is that a guilty pleasure?
Because I spend unnecessary money and waste unnecessary time doing it. But to me, it is something that brings me a lot of joy, peace, calmness. So it's a guilty pleasure because I really do overspend sometimes when it comes to my crafting.
And I have seen your TikToks. Those are some really. It looks really fun, but it also looks like it takes a long time.
Yeah, it's time consuming, but when I'm in my head and trying to figure out things, I can lose myself in craft. And I've been that way since I was probably about 8 years old. I've been drawing all my life. I paint, I do it all.
Okay.
So to me, it's peaceful. I can lose myself for hours on end.
Okay. What is the weirdest compliment you've ever gotten?
That I'm sexy when I'm mad.
Okay. I would love to have that person elaborate on that. Cause
That is the weirdest thing I've ever heard, and for that is weird. I'm sexy when I'm mad.
so they was
You know,
purposely pissing you off just to see you get sexy.
absolutely.
That's
That was the
toxic.
person I had to get away from. That's not good.
That's toxic.
Very. I told you earlier. Let's reiterate what I said earlier. Red flags that I ignored.
Okay. What's one thing you wish people understood about you?
That I'm not as mean as people think I am.
Yeah, I don't think you're mean at all.
People just say I'm mean because when I'm not playing, I'm not playing. That's really just it.
I mean, I think everybody is like that though.
It absolutely, but I guess when it comes from me, it comes off a little hard. But like I tell people, when I'm not playing, I'm not playing. So I give you the shirt off my back though. If I care for you, and you got me. But you piss me off. I mean, and I'm getting better at it because I'm older in age now. But you know,
Yeah. Okay. So we got some mild questions. These are light and fun, and this is going to bring us to the conclusion of our questions. What is your go-to comfort food after a bad day?
um, ice cream,
Ice cream. What kind of ice cream?
Neapolitan.
What brand? Do it matter?
Nope.
Okay. I'm gonna have to say cookies and cream because that's classic.
Yeah, but sometimes the cookies and cream, the cookies that are in them, they be off. So it
But
just
you,
sort of ruins the ice cream for me. So I just go with Neapolitan because I like all three of them.
uh huh.
So why not just put them all together?
Well, you gotta get bluebell. It's only good when it's bluebell. I tried the other ones and it just seemed like they using something other than Oreos. And
See
I'm
what I mean? That's exactly you feel me because that's yeah. The cookies make the difference in the ice cream
mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right.
because I do like cookies and cream, but with those, like I said, the cookies sometimes they're like a stale or they too
Yeah.
chewy or
Uh huh.
it just sort of ruins it. So I just go with Neapolitan or sherbet. And then
Okay.
I'm lactose intolerant too, so I have to be careful with the ice cream. but but I like it.
You over there killing yourself.
Basically.
Okay. Last question. What is your dream vacation destination and who is coming with you?
Oh, a dream vacation. I have a couple places I would love to go, but just starting off small. I would like to go on a cruise and go to Jamaica, and I got a few people I would like to take with me. You'd be one of them.
Oh, I'm about to say. I sure was about to say it better be me. I better be the first one on the
You
list.
coming with me. If I had a choice, like definitely you coming with me. It's a couple people I would like to go with, but you definitely in my top three.
Okay. All right.
I
Well,
need to find you and ask you some questions.
ooh. Well, what kind of questions is we asking?
Basically, I would turn your questions back on you.
My dream vacation destination would have to be uh, Bali, because when I look at the pictures online, and because I don't know, I'm a person that always gets online and like plan these vacations that I'm never going on, but I just like to look at the places and see how much it costs and stuff like that in Bali.
Right.
I feel like that's so nice. And then I want like a suite over the water, and I want to go on the excursions and stuff like that.
That sounds fun. That's why I said I have a few places that I would like to went, but just when I say Jamaica, it's just because I haven't been on a cruise. I've never really been to an island or anything like that to where that would be nice. But if I had like a city that I wanted to go to or certain, it would be Germany.
Yeah.
I would love to go across seas, but I'm also scared of flying, so that's sort of I'm trying to get. I have flown before. Not saying I won't, but I'm scared to fly. But I will fly.
Yeah. And I guess like if I had a red flag that I ignored, it would be when somebody kept like disappearing. I was talking to this dude and I swear to God, like almost every other day, he was not answering the phone for hours. And every time he texted me back, he was like, "Oh, I was asleep or I was doing this." And I just ignored that for the longest because I was just like, maybe he was just asleep. No, he was
Right,
cheating.
right.
He
You
was
want to get a benefit of the doubt, but you don't want to look stupid.
no, for real. He was literally cheating. He was laid up with another female every single time he ghosted me. And I'm like, never again. Never again will I ignore that. Okay. That was
Yeah,
just.
never again will I allow what I said either. No, no more aggressive. No more aggressive men. You can have it. You can be aggressive because you're a man. You know, most men do have that in them, but I don't want you to be aggressive towards me.
Yeah.
I want you to be a man and protect me, but I do not want you to be aggressive towards me. And you don't have to yell at me. I need people that
Yeah, we want to be babied.
teach me the things that I have not learned in life, which is to talk it through and not fight. Like
Yeah.
shit, I can do that. We can fight all day, but that's not getting me nowhere.
Yeah.
And then the red flags I definitely will never overlook again. It took me all the way up to this big age that I am. I'm not saying my age, but all up to this big age that I am to realize that that is not what I'm looking for.
No, for real. And I was gonna say something petty that I did that I do not regret is putting somebody's car on flat. He was playing games with me. He was playing games with me, and so yes, I did. I went over there and put his cars on flat. Girl, he called me because it's crazy that he called me out of all the females that he was talking to, and he just knew for a fact that it was me. He was like, "You put me on the flat on a
That's what I'm saying.
Sunday."
I still can't think of nothing petty that I've done that I did. So I guess because if you piss me off, I can't go too far, and I'd be knowing if I went a little bit too far. That's the old me though.
Yeah,
But yeah, I used to do petty shit like that too. But I guess because I felt bad for it. You said that I didn't feel bad for it.
yeah. I don't regret that, not one
See,
bit.
that's what I'm saying. I regretted doing a lot of stuff because sometimes I knew I went overboard.
Well,
But I'm saying I ain't got. It's just like I don't have just a little bit. It's either too much or don't do it. Cause yeah, that's
I
what
mean,
I'm
I
trying not
wouldn't,
to do.
I wouldn't do that no more. Nowadays, I'm mature enough that I would like just walk away from the situation.
Right.
But back then, I was with it. I was with the shit, and I was like, yeah, I bet you won't be able to roll to no female house today. And I sure did for his car on flat, and it was so hilarious because I have never put a car on flat, and when I did that, I didn't realize how hard it is. Like I had to poke that thing a couple of times, and then when it did, it almost sounded like it exploded. I was
That's
scared
crazy.
because he
Yeah,
had
cause
like a
yeah.
suburban.
I
Yeah,
mean, I unhooked the nigga's battery cable to too dumb to realize. I mean, now that I'm thinking about like, I unhooked the nigga's battery cable from my grandparents had a gas station for 32 years, so I know a little bit about cars. But I
mhm,
mean, it don't take a rocket scientist to go in there and just wiggle the wire around, either the negative or the positive. And he was
mhm.
too dumb to realize to lift the hood up to check the wires. It took him forever to figure out what was wrong with his car.
Oh wow, he was slow.
But I felt bad about that because he was late and like that nigga couldn't do shit for the rest of the day. His day was fucked. But I wasn't finna tell him check the wires. Like, what point was that made? Sure.
Oh,
Don't be
that's just
stupid.
bad.
You a whole man out here. The first thing I check, is the battery cable. Like, that's the
Man.
first thing I'm gonna check. Yeah, I'm over here thinking. I'm like, but I felt bad for that though, because I ruined the rest of
Why?
his day.
Oh, so I wouldn't
Nah,
give
but
a
he needed
damn.
it though. I'm not gonna tell you why I did it, but he needed that shit though. You need to sit your ass down for a minute. Sit still, just for a moment. But you should have been a man and looked up under that hood.
Mm.
And next time you ain't even gotta plug the tire, just push the little pin on the inside of the tire. It'll go out and it won't make no sound.
Hey, I have realized that because somebody did that to me. Because I was like,
Yeah.
how the hell did he put the car on flat without busting it?
Oh yeah, all you gotta do is push that pin down. You gotta just have something hard like a screwdriver. It ain't gotta be a screwdriver. Anything that's hard, but you can push down that pin in the middle, and that air comes straight right on out quietly.
But how mad do
Don't
you
ask me
have
how
to
I
be
know
to
that,
sit there
but
and do
I know
that?
that. Huh?
How mad do you have to be to sit there and do that though?
Well, it ain't gotta be mad. It's more so inconspicuous.
Because ain't nobody
You could be
seeing you do
sit-
this
you
neither.
could be sitting right there talking shit to a motherfucker, letting the air out their tire. They wouldn't even know it till the tire was too low to drive on. You know what I'm saying? Don't ask me
Oh,
how I know. Just know that I know.
oh my gosh.
I mean,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? I'm in my 40s now. That's all I'm gonna say. So I've lived just a little. I wouldn't do none of that stuff now because I'm not even with the fighting. The old me would sit up and fight with a nigga all day long if that's what he wanted to do. It
Yeah.
was it was cool, but
Yeah.
I'm not with that no more. I'm not trying. I don't want to sit up and argue and fight all the time, and you want to put hands and me wanting to put hands and we taking penitentiary chances and all that. That shit was cute in my 20s. I ain't doing that no more.
No, for real. And I was gonna say, the weirdest compliment I ever got was that I had some nice baby hairs. I was like,
You do got some pretty
okay.
hair, but wait a minute.
I
Okay.
was like, okay.
That's
That's
all you think of. Out of everything, that's what you thought of. That I got some pretty. Thank you very much.
yeah, and it was during a time.
Oh,
It's been a
that
time,
makes
so
it
that was just
worse.
very awkward. I was like,
That makes it worse. That nigga was studying the top of your head.
no, the back. He said the back. It was my kitchen that was nice.
Oh, I thought you said baby hairs.
Yeah, like
Nigga, that baby hairs and kitchens are two different things, but that's crazy. Why are you complimenting my hair in any kind of way right then and there?
is that not the baby hairs in the back? I mean, those are little
No,
hairs
baby
too.
hairs is in the front. They what them girls be doing them swoops down to their eyebrows and shit. No, the kitchen in the back is just the kitchen. Girl, them just curls or something.
Oh yeah, he said
I
he
don't
liked the
call them
kitchen.
baby hairs.
He liked the kitchen, and I was
Oh
like,
wow. You
okay,
got a nice that nigga said you got a nice kitchen.
yeah.
Like thanks.
I was like, okay.
But that's
That's
the compliment you give me at this time, right now. Right now, that's what you thought of.
thank you.
That
That's
my
not
kitchen
what
is
I was
nice.
looking for though. But okay,
Right.
is that the only thing that's nice?
That part. I'm stuck on the back of your hair though. Okay, I can see him saying you got some nice baby hair. You like how they lay on your face or whatever. But the back of your hair,
And I
that
think I
nigga just
had
like
like
what
a
you was
mohawk.
doing. He was just trying to give you a compliment. That was the first thing that came to mind.
Yeah, and I think I had like a mohawk, honestly. So half of my head was like to the yeah, it was a mohawk.
And maybe that's what it was. Your hair was just he was trying to figure anything not to fit it. He was trying to think. He was over there counting blinds and the specs in the carpet. He talking about your hair,
Yeah.
looking at the TV. You
See,
know how niggas start doing. They start doing a little bit of everything, trying to hang in there.
see, I didn't even think about that. I'm not even gonna hold you. I did not
That's the
think
only
that he
thing
was
that I
trying to
can
like.
think of. Cause are you serious? That's what you're focusing on right now? Is my
Yeah.
hair? At any point, hey, you got some nice ass hair. Hey, look at
Hey, but it was nice. It was swooped and duped.
Girl, I ain't trying to hear that shit. If we in the middle of doing any damn thing sexual, and the person you talking to me on is my hair, uh, see, the aggressive side is gonna come out.
Mm-hmm.
Cause none the fuck you didn't. Like you just said, out of everything you compliment me on, that's what you noticed.
Yeah.
Well, you got some nice socks, my nigga.
Hey. And
Like, since we giving out dumbass compliments, since we compliment people on stupid shit.
yeah.
Oh wow.
I really want to.
I can't see. I should have been writing down the questions that you was asking me, so I could turn them back on you. You know what they are because you had them written down. Because yeah, I
Well,
was like, that's what I want to. I want
I
to
was
hear the
gonna
rest of
answer
your
some
answers.
more. I was now the next one. I'm like kind of iffy on if I should answer it, but I'm gonna do
Did
it
you
because
say
I
cucumber?
can care less. It says, "What's the most impulsive decision you've ever made?" And I would have to say, getting married. Okay, and not to say that I don't love my husband because I do, and I feel like it was a good decision now that I've matured.
Right,
But when I did it, I just did it because I didn't want to be a girlfriend anymore.
right.
I just wanted to be a wife because I felt like that was more, that meant more. But now that I'm in it, I realize it's a big commitment. You know, legally,
Mm-hmm.
it's a big commitment, and so I feel like if I was mature as I am now, that I'm not saying that I wouldn't have did it. Okay, we're back after a brief interruption, and yeah, so I'm saying like I not saying that I wouldn't have done it, that I wouldn't have gotten married, but I feel like
Just not so impulsively, so rushed.
yeah, so rushed. I would have thought about it more, got more
Right.
stuff in line, did more stuff as a
It
single
still would
person.
have happened, just not so, like you said, impulsively.
Yeah, I feel
I
like
feel that.
uh, yeah, because nobody wants to get married to get a divorce, and so
That
it
part.
should really be something you should educate yourself on. And where I live, they kind of they was requiring that you get marriage counseling before you get married, just to see if you're good to do that in a good space to do that.
They're pushing that on a lot of people when you go and do your marriage license. So they're
Yeah.
presenting RPS counseling and everything. And
Yeah, and I think that's something vital because we've seen a lot of divorces lately. And if I think if people did that, because I honestly I feel like a lot of women get married just so they can be a wife. You
see,
know?
I'm ready to get married because I'm tired of. I want a partner. I'm
Yeah.
tired of doing this thing in life by myself. I'm ready for the my. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but I'm ready for something different. I've been doing it by myself my whole life, basically.
Yeah.
Not counting the crappy ass relationships. I'm talking about until I was somebody's wife, and I ain't been nobody's wife yet.
And even like the first few days, I was like, "Ooh, I'm Mrs. B." I just was like so on the fact that I was a wife now, and not
Mm-hmm.
just what everything that being a wife entails. Which,
Right.
don't get me wrong, I love being a wife. I love being married to the person that I'm married to. He's my best friend, and I feel like if it was anybody, I was just thinking about this last night because we was at work together, and I was like, "Dang, this really my dude." This is the person for me. Because I feel like I can tell him anything and I won't feel judged or like, not saying he not judgy because he definitely is, but I feel like I can tell him anything and it's not like it's going to be shocking, you know? And he can tell me anything and I'll be like, we'll just laugh about it.
Right. It's not. It's you don't come out people like that a lot in your lifetime. Trust me.
Yeah. And I realized that, like, he, I feel like we both have flaws coming in, but we have really grown together and, like, we change for the better with each other. And I think it's because of each other. I don't
I
think
love to
this,
hear that though. Changing for the better together. When
yeah,
you got somebody that's willing to work with you and not give up and is willing to push you forward, want you to do good, want to see you happy and do good, you got something real special.
yeah,
I just realized that within the last couple of months. Just sitting back and looking at the difference of how people are in my life and how things has been and the people who I feel like have been genuine and stuff like that. You do not come by people who, like what you just described, that got your back and want to see you grow and do good. When you find that, you better hold on to it. Luckily for you, you got to marry.
Yeah. And I'm glad we did, honestly. Um, if it was up to me, we would have been married way sooner, like right
Right.
after we would have met, because that's just how impulsive I am. Um, but and I feel like I'm still impulsive. Like I literally be complaining about living paycheck to paycheck, but then I will go spend $1,000 on my kids, and
I'm impulsive too, and I've been working on that part of the last year. So honestly, I realized that I was impulsive when I was called out on it, and and I've been working real hard to stop doing that because it has put me in some bad predicaments because I've been impulsive. Learning to stop and think, don't just act on it.
but you live and you learn, you know, and
Yeah,
we only live once. That's why I I really don't be worried about spending money and living like doing the things that I want to do because I feel like what am I saving for? Because I'm saving for what? Because anything can happen. I can leave out this door today and get into a car wreck. Now I'm not saying be irresponsible. I'm just saying pay your
right.
bills first, but do the things that you want to do because we only have one life to live. You don't know if you're gonna be able to do it later. You know.
Now that's real though.
So definitely, I feel like you should treat yourself, treat the people around you, like make memories. That's the biggest thing, is making memories.
That's what I'm on right now, trying to get out of this survival mode that I'm in right now, so that I can get to the point where it can just be memories and happy times. And you know, wise man just told me not too long ago. You know, we got more days behind us than we do in front of us. So it's like I'm trying to enjoy the rest of these days that I am here, and stop worrying about, like you said, the little things.
Yeah.
Enjoy life.
Yep. Definitely got to do that. Now I got another question that I asked you that I was like really wanting to answer.
Okay.
Okay, so if your ex was listening right now, what would you say to them? Um.
Okay, so you went back to that one. Okay, so you gonna warm me up a little bit and go back to it. I see what you did. I see what you did. I mean, I see.
If he was listening,
Um,
it's still fuck
well,
you.
because I don't have too many exes that I would even speak to.
Mhm.
So I really only um I don't want to say too much. If I say the wrong thing, it's definitely gonna point fingers.
Come on, you ain't gotta say no name.
I understand that. I would say thank you for the patience that you showed with me. Thank you for speaking positivity and life into me, even when I was on some negative stuff. Thank you for um, making me want to be a better person and hold myself accountable for a lot of things that I have done in life. I just really appreciate the person that he was to me. Um, didn't really realize it at the time, but now I see things as I just really appreciate him,
Yeah.
and I can't say that to it's only one person because I can't say it to anybody else. The rest of them was yeah, I got something to say to him, all right, but this one in particular person, once I let go of all my ill feelings that I was feeling for a lot of unknown reasons within myself, I realized that there's a pretty good person.
Who's
They're a
cutting onions?
pretty, pretty good person.
Who's cutting onions in here?
You silly. No, I'm just saying, sometimes you gotta look back and be like, yeah, that person wasn't as bad as what I was trying to make him out to be. You know what I'm saying? Looking back at it, really was a good guy and really had my best interests at heart. And really still do. Still a really good person, really good friend. I
Hmm.
love him to death. Would do anything for him. It just is what it is. You know, I can say that a lot of people from my past I wouldn't even raise a finger to help them, but this one in particular person, I I would still be there, and because I'm very appreciative of the change that it basically was forced on me because you like nigga, I'm gonna make you see how you are before I give up, and I'm just very appreciative. I can't say that enough. I know I just went into a whole. That's why I didn't want to say anything because it's like I had a few people pop in mind, but there's one person. This is the one that's positive, so I spoke on him.
Well, I'm trying to hear the spicy stuff because I'm telling you right now, my ex can go burn in hell.
Yeah, I got a couple of exes that once they are burning in hell, and I that's what I'm saying. I don't really have anything good to say to them or nothing, but this one person, I can think of bad. We had some bad times here or there, but the way they were worked through, we're still good.
Yeah.
And I'm not like that with a lot of people. Like this one person is, I still love them to death.
I mean, it sounds like you're still holding that torch.
Mm,
Clock it.
I mean, it is what it is. You asked me, so I told you.
Okay. Indeed, I did. Okay. I feel like there was another thing that I asked you that you did not answer. Oh, it was about the secret that you've never told anyone.
Yeah, because I'm not telling no secret. Why would I tell a secret on a podcast if I've never told
No
anyone?
one knows who you are. At least
Mm.
not our listeners, okay?
Yeah, I understand that, but I'm just like, shit. I done forgot all about it because it was a secret that I started talking about. Shit from younger days, younger years. But
All right, well then you live and you learn. Why would you be? You should not feel no type of way about it now. It happened a long time ago.
yeah, nope, still not gonna answer that. When you already done pulled it out of me after what I said to one of my exes, and I already feel like I got a little mushy there, and
Okay.
I probably said a little too much, but it's the truth. If
Yeah.
it is
Okay.
what it is.
All right. Well, I think that is the end of our talk tonight. Thank you, Tamika, for being on my show. And
You're
this
very
concludes
welcome.
the first episode.
Well, thank you for having me.
Mm-hmm. All right.